and welcome to the video on solving unknown value problems. So in this video we're going to be solving some problems where we don't know the values of certain numbers. So here I'll give an example. So we've got a box plus 4 is equal to 5. So what that really means is, what do we have to add to 4 to get 5? So that's really easy, we can work that out. What do we have to add to 4 to make 5? And that of course is 1. And then if we check the question, we'll have that 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Okay, so here I have some more examples. So the left-hand example, it says the box plus 3 is equal to 6. So again, in other words, what do we have to add to 3 to make 6? And we know that that is 3. Then we can check our answer. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. The next example, 6 plus the box, or 6 plus something, is equal to 11. So what do we have to add to 6 to make 11? Well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, obviously 5. And then again we can check our answer, so 6 plus 5, and that is of course equal to 11. So this is a slightly different question, because now we've got a subtract or a takeaway. So we've got that something minus 2 is equal to 4. So something take away 2 is equal to 4. So what we've got to think of is, what number can we take 2 from, and that will give us 4? And we know that that is 6. And we can check our answer. So 6 take away 2, so 6, and then take away 1 is obviously 5, take away another 1 is obviously 4. So 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. So again, we have some examples that we can practice. So the left-hand one, 10 take away something is equal to 7. So 10 take away something is equal to 7. So what can we take away from 10 that will give us 7? And it seems sensible that the answer will be 3. I mean, again, we'll check our answer. So in every example, I'm checking my answer. So 10 minus 3, and that is of course 7, so that works. So the example on the right, something take away 5 is equal to 3. So something take away 5 is equal to 3. So you've got to think of a number that we can take 5 from, and that will give us 3. And that of course is 8. And then we check our answer. So 8 take away 5, and that is of course equal to 3. So again, we have a slightly different question. So now we've done addition, we've done subtraction, and now we're moving on to multiplication. So 5 times something that we don't know is equal to 15. So 5 times something we don't know is equal to 15. Well, if we think about our 5 times table, we've got 5, 10, 15. So that's the third multiple of 5, so the third multiplication in the 5 times table. So obviously, as I said, we've got 5, 10, and 15. So we know then that 5 times 3 is equal to 15. So again, like before, we've got some examples that we can practice. So the left-hand example, something multiplied by 4 gives us 12. So again, we'll do what we did in the last example. We'll write down our 4 times table because we're timesing by 4. So 4 times table is 4, 8, and 12. So then we know that we're timesing by 3. So 3 times 4 is equal to 12. And then the right hand example, so something times 5 gives us 20. So we could write down our 5 times table again, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So what I'm doing there is I'm writing down the 5 times table until I see the answer of the question, and then I know that whatever I've times by 5 to get that answer will be the value that we don't know. So here it is. Well, that's 5 times 1, that's 5 times 2, 15 is 5 times 3, and 5 times 4 is 20. So we know that the answer is 4. So far we've done addition, subtraction and multiplication. So now we'll do the last of the 4 operations, which is of course division. So this question says something divided by 4 and that's equal to 5. So something divided by 4 is equal to 5. Well, how are we going to work this one out? Well, we can see that our answer is 5. So if we start by writing out the 5 times table, so we've got 5, we've got 10, we've got 15 and 20. So we can see that that is 5 times 1. Well, that's no good. 10 is 5 times 2. So that's no good. 15 is 5 times 3. Well, that's no good. And 5 times 4, and that's equal to 20. So we can see that we've got 5 times 4 is equal to 20. And we wanted that something divided by 4 is equal to 5. Well, this multiplication here has all the numbers we need. It's just written slightly differently. So we've got to do the opposite. So if we think, well, 20 divided by 5, oh, that will be 4. So our answer here is 20. And obviously we know that must be true because 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 divided by 4 has to be 5. So again, like before, we're going to look at some more examples. So for the first example, 25 divided by something will give us 5. So, like I did before, I looked at the answer. I thought, well, what is the 4 times table for the last question? But in this one, obviously, we're looking at 5. So what is the 5 times table? And why are we doing this? Well, we know that multiplication is the opposite of division. So if we know what something multiplies by 5 to give us 25, then we know what the missing number is. So the 5 times table, so we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So that's 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 5 is 20, and 5 times 5 is 25. So therefore, the missing answer must be 5. So 25 divided by 5 is equal to 5. Then the right-hand example, something divided by 3 is equal to 2. So again, if we look at our 2 times table, so 2, 4, 6. So we know that 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So therefore, 6 divided by 3, so 6 divided by 3 has got to equal 2. And our answer is obviously 6 for that one. So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So for the last part of the video, we're going to look at some questions where we can apply what we've just learned in something slightly more difficult. So here we've got 5 plus something, so something that we don't know, so it's our unknown value, is equal to 2 times 4. So 5 plus something is equal to 2 times 4. Well, if we work out what 2 times 4 is, because we can do that, so 2 times 4 we know is 8, then we've got 5 plus something is equal to 8. And that's no different from any question that we did at the start of the video. So what do we have to add to 5 to get 8? And we know, of course, that the answer is 3. And then if we check our answer, so we put our 3 where the box was originally, we'll have 5 plus 3, and that's equal to 2 times 4. So 2 times 4. Well, 5 plus 3 we know is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. So we know that our equation works, and it's valid, so we know that it's correct because 8 is obviously equal to 8. This will be the last example on the video on solving unknown value problems. So something minus 2, so something subtract 2 is equal to 20 divided by 5. So we can do a very similar thing to what we did in the last question. and that is to work out what 20 divided by 5 is. 20 divided by 5, well, we know that's 4. And then something, because we didn't do anything with this, so something minus 2 is equal to 4. So what do we take 2 away from to give us 4? And that is, of course, 6. We can then check our answer by putting our 6 back into the start, so back into this problem here where I've started. So putting our 6 back in, so 6 minus 2 is equal to 20 divided by 5. 6 minus 2 is 4, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 is obviously equal to 4, so we know that our answer is right.